Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
On third down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but that's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
On first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 18-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7. Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And that'll make it 3rd down. 11. Burrow looking to pass. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Burrow going for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This will be caught inside the 10. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's got room. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders. 38 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. Hurts will throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll be looking for the tying score here, down 15-8 as they have it 1st and 10. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith there to make the grab. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. And some space here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Rolling to his right. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking here for Smith downfield. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing in the coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. On 2nd and goal. Hurts flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back now in Cincinnati. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Man, 188 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Philly.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw. This ball complete to Rager. A gain of 6 there on first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback...
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. He's back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time definitely of the essence now. Just under a minute to play, and here we go. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here we go with Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have 1 right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. first down. Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did.